few episodes ago, you may have seen me make whistles out of carrots. Now, if you missed that, of course, you can check out right here. But anyway, today I'm going to see if I can make an instrument using only watermelons. Here we go. The idea for this video came kind of as a challenge from my bandmates. Shout out to If Walls Could Talk. We saw this video of a guy gutting out gourds and watermelons, blowing into them, and then creating these hollow musical tones, and it seemed a little too good to be true. So of course we did what any curious musician would do. We bought watermelons and tried to recreate that sound, and that experiment failed pretty hardcore. So I wasn't super satisfied with that, and I did a little research and came up with some new ideas that I think will work. So let's get started. Alright, let me explain a little bit about how this experiment is going to work. So similar to a recorder or the carrot whistle you may have seen a few weeks back, I'm going to start by hollowing out a watermelon, similar to how there is a hollow space in the center of this recorder. Now, the way a recorder works is that you blow into this mouthpiece here, and that condensed air moves very fast throughout this part here and meets this opening. And now at the opening, as you can see, it goes down a little bit. And when the air meets this part, it flips very rapidly between the outside and the inside of the recorder, and that vibration, that quick air movement, makes a pitch like this. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with the watermelon. The only issue is that the hollowed out watermelon is pretty big, and I don't know how much vibration I can make and produce from the inside of the watermelon, so I got the smallest watermelons that I could find, but I'll only really know by trying, so let's test it out. Okay, so I've successfully hollowed out the watermelon. Now I'm going to make the mouthpiece. Happy Halloween! Alright, time to give it a try. So, it's kind of working. Like, if I play it like a trombone or a trumpet and buzz my lips, it pretty much produces a sound, but that's kind of the same as just playing through a mouthpiece. But I was kind of looking for something more of like a hollow sound, you know? So I'm going to fill this with some water so that the space inside of the watermelon is more narrow and hopefully vibrates more easily. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try something else. You know what? I have an idea for something. I'll be right back. Perfect. Okay, so instead of getting this musical vibration that is nearly impossible unless I'm super precise, I'm going to treat the watermelon like a water jug or a pop bottle, where the vibration that comes from the clashing of air entering the hollow space and leaving the hollow space creates this pitch. Now I have one more experiment before actually trying this on a watermelon. I'll be right back. Perfect. So now I can try the same thing on a watermelon. To save on time and the potential of lost watermelons, I'm going to use the top of a bottle because that shape works and it has proven to work. Now the hardest part is going to be making sure that all of it is sealed and that no air is escaping. So let's give it a try. That's amazing. So cool. So I'm curious how it will sound with water in it because it should change the pitch to make it a little higher. Let's try it. Dude, this is so cool. That's amazing. Well, it works. All right, so let's debrief a little bit. Now that first experiment had a good idea, right? You know, we based it off of the recorder and it did produce a sound, you know, kind of a buzzing sound similar to when you blow through a mouthpiece and buzz through a mouthpiece, but it didn't produce the sound that I wanted. Now the pop bottle method, however, that worked super well. I was seriously blown away, haha, pun intended, about how well that was able to produce the sound. And I guess just mechanically it just makes sense, you know, you're just blowing into this open space and that clash of air, so long as there's no leaks in the watermelon. I did practice it a few times and over time it was hard to produce the sound because the tape kept on coming off of the watermelon and I had to just make sure it was sealed. But yeah, I was super pleased with how that turned out. So final notes, I think the first method could potentially work if I gave it some more time, and yeah, maybe I'll revisit this some other time. However, the second experiment just worked so well that if I wanted to do something using these watermelons in a future video, then I could definitely use that method. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. It takes so much time to put these crazy music experiments together and would mean so much to me to know that I have your support. Also, comment any other wacky instruments you think I should put to the test, and even leave a comment letting me know what you think I may have done wrong or could do better next time for this watermelon experiment. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.